Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DPGM Customs. First, I want to thank you for the input you gave me. You didn't get any input. No, actually, our friend called us to tell us what to do better. What friend? The ones we had. You mean the ones we don't have? That doesn't matter right now. I've been told to change the looks a little bit, so it can be a bit more different. Oh, no, wait. Go. Take those off. What? How about this ones? Just don't overdo it. Be a little bit more natural, please. Put something normal on. Still look like a idiot. So the last time we were on our way to get the camshafts out, first we have to take everything apart. Right now we can see we are taking the alternator out. It is a little bit dirty. I don't know what bolt this was, but I actually do use a lot of new bolts. The thing is, you can refurbish bolts, that's alright, it's new zinc coat them, but what a lot of people actually don't know about that every time you're zinc coating a bolt, a used one, it loses French. So every time the material is getting a little bit more soft. Yeah, that's my mother's baking tray. It's crazy how stuck some of the bolts were. You can see as the camera is shaking, every time it started to lose a bolt, either the bolt loose or it was my ratchet, I don't remember. We have to replace all belts because they were crazy old. The engine wasn't actually that bad, it was okay serviced, it wasn't that awful, but yeah, I mean, a 30 years old belt, it looks like that, yeah. And I'm always keeping my tools clean. No, you never do that. It is actually a very important task to keep your shop clean, and your tools puts a lot more value on your image, especially when you're working on engines, because you don't want any dirt to get inside your engine. Just think about it as an operation room. Keeping the work clean should be a high priority, because only the clean work gets you the best results. Yeah, well, sometimes you should just get the job done. We don't have so much time to finish an engine in 3 years. We need results. You can clean later. If you will do this for a customer, nobody is gonna pay you for cleaning your tools. Stop making such a fuss. You need to be fast, because fast hands get you fast money. You should actually be a little bit of both. You don't want that the customer is waiting too long for his car or his engine, but at the same time you still have to give him a clean and working engine. If you are too slow, work on your speed. If you are too dirty, keep it more clean. You are slow and dirty, you know that. Fair enough. I mean, I really like the joint sockets, but you have to know how to work with them. Right now I'm struggling to get the viscose fan out, viscose clutch fan out. A viscose fan clutch, it's a device that controls the engine heat. When the engine is cold, the fan doesn't spin that fast. This saves fuel, reduces noise, and it helps the engine warm up faster. When the engine gets hot, when the engine gets hot, the clutch uses a special silicone fluid that senses the temperature. This fluid makes the fan go faster and pulling more air through the radiator to cool the engine down. So the fan only works hard when the engine is hot. The problem is that I have to unscrew it from the water pump. Of course, it's spinning and I lost my special tool to hold against it. That's why now I have to take everything around apart so I can get the whole water pump out with the fan clutch and put it in a vise so I can open it up, because these things get really hard stuck. So now I'm gonna leave you for a bit to enjoy the show. Bruh. Thank you very much for staying that long. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for the next part. I can't comment about all this. What should I say about that? It's just moving around and taking balls out. Just don't overdo it. I mean, I have to change. Fucking. That's it. Ah, God.